Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review White as Snow, the latest film directed by Anne Fontaine, which premiered at the 2019 Tribeca Film Festival and Cohen Media Group is releasing August 13th, 2021. Anne Fontaine is a very prolific, very busy filmmaker. She's had a film premiere since this one, has a film premiering in France later this summer. After White as Snow premiered, her film Night Shift premiered at Berlin, has already been released in the US. So this film has been delayed a little bit and reunites her for the third time with Isabelle Huppert in kind of a contemporaneous Snow White adaptation that doesn't work as well as one would expect, considering the casting and everybody else behind the scenes, including screenwriter Pascal Bonitzer. The film is set into three parts, named Claire, Maud, and Snow White. Claire is played by Lou Delage, whose stepmother Maud, Isabelle, owns the hotel that her dead husband, Claire's father, used to own. It's clear that they don't really get along, but what is the catalyst is Maud, who's about to leave her lover, played by Charles Berling, who's also acted alongside Huppert many times. She discovers that he has eyes for Claire, and after a stint with her fortune teller, played by Agata Buchek, who was in The Innocents from Anne Fontaine, she decides that she needs to kill her stepdaughter. But that plot goes awry, and all of a sudden Claire is in the woods of the Alps. She's rescued by Damien Bonnard, playing a set of twins. He lives with Vincent McCain, a cellist, in this small town in the Alps. And suddenly Claire discovers her sexual desire and starts to have passionate sex with several of the men who end up making out for the princes, of which there are 7 from the Snow White tale, one of whom is a priest who does not, of course, engage in sexual congress with her. Maud discovers that she's alive and makes an appearance, and then there are other attempts, a la Snow White, the fairy tale, to poison the stepdaughter. The major problem is that White as Snow just isn't very interesting. For trying to be an erotic thriller, it is not erotic or even very playful at all, even though that kind of idea is most certainly interesting. It completely wastes Huppert, who does show up for really kind of a handful of scenes, looking fabulous, and inadvertently upstaging everyone, almost because it's like she's a spice that's used so infrequently. There's one... It's shot by Yves Angelo, and it looks great. It looks kind of like a picture book fairy tale in the Alps. So it has that element right about it. And Bruno Collet's score sometimes works and sometimes it seems at odds with Anne Fontaine's tone of the film. But there's one really fantastic scene where Isabelle Huppert and Lou Delage are dancing frenetically at this white club that it looks like sorcery going on. But beyond that, it's really a hard film to dig into. It has some kind of casting issues. I don't think Charles Berling, who is really correct for this role, for people to make such a big hubbub over. Overall, I would give White as Snow 2 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.